Good morning, and welcome to the Tabletop Baseball channel. My name is Tenacious Earl, and we have another cracking game for you here in the Tenacious Baseball League version 2.0. 2016 cards. It's going to be Detroit and Miami. Detroit has gotten off to a very slow start this season. In real life, they were above 500. So far, they are 2-8 through 10 games. So they have some room for improvement for sure. Excuse me. Miami 6-4. Nice start. They'll have Wei-Yin Chen on the mound, while Anibal Sanchez will go for the Tigers. Sanchez currently not doing so hot. 0-2 with an 11.57 ERA. Perhaps one of the reasons why Detroit has struggled so much. They have not gotten the greatest starting pitching, although last game they got a good outing from Justin Verlander. He went 8 innings of a complete game, but did allow 1 run to Giancarlo Stanton on a home run and 3 hits, but that was it. That was the difference. 1-0. Jose Fernandez got the victory. So Wei-Yin Chen so far, this is 0-2 as well, but a little bit better ERA, 3.46. Compared to real life, 4.96 ERA. We'll likely see some degradation in his numbers over time, but also got some new dice, so I want to see how they work out. They seem to sit a little better. They're not as glossy, which may mean they don't want to roll as much, which would be nice. But okay, so let's get to the action. Enough about this. Detroit and Miami from Marlins Park. It's a good night for baseball, nice and warm, and my camera is starting to fall. I'm glad I saw that happening. Okay, I'm going to try it without the box today and see how this works again. Alright, so we've got Wei-Yin Chen on the mound. As I said, his numbers 0-2, 3.46 ERA, 13 innings pitched, 5 runs, all of them earned, 10 hits. He's given up 4 home runs so far. Has not walked anybody, but and 14 strikeouts. So a good line, generally speaking, but you know, the hints are there that things could be a lot worse if he were to start walking some batters. So yeah, so lineup for the Detroit Tigers: Ian Kinsler, second base, will lead off, batting 200 so far. Pretty low clip for him. Jose Iglesias will bat second with a 212 average. Miguel Cabrera batting third and playing at third base today, 282, with only 1 home run, but he does have 6 RBI. JD Martinez in right. JD has had a bit of a slow start to the season here. Buck 38, does have a home run. Victor Martinez at first, 174. He hasn't been playing much, and that's because we don't use the DH. So trying to find places to use him, and this is going to be one of them against the lefty Chen. Justin Upton in left, batting 171. Bobby Wilson getting a start at catcher. He has yet to start a game, so giving Jared Saltalamacchia a day off. James McCann still on the mend. Anthony Gose getting towards the end of his run here with the Tigers. 318 average. Struck out 10 times, though. Pretty high strikeouts. And Anibal Sanchez, how has he done? 0-2. So that's what we got. Like I said, good day. So singles 1-11. Home runs 3 on each side, 1 to 3 on each side. So then that's a good day at Marlins Park for home runs. All right, so here we go. Ian Kinsler will face Wei-Yin Chen. And that is a 1-9. against the lefty, and that's a tall pop-up that will be caught by Hechavarria for the first out. Jose Iglesias, 2-7, and that's a ground ball to Hechavarria, and he makes the heave over to first, and that's 2 down. 2 quick outs there for the Marlins. Miguel Cabrera. And there's a 2-6, and that's a ground ball to third. And Martin Prado ends the inning. So, quick inning there for the Tigers. Got a little frogginess here in my throat. And so, Anibal Sanchez out to the mound, warming up. Going to face this lineup for the Miami Marlins. Martin Prado will get the nod leading off today. Only batting .256. He does have a couple RBI. It'll be JT Realmuto, .263 average, 1 home run, 3 runs batted in. Catching, Yelich in left. Christian Yelich, .343 average, 1 home run, 8 RBI. Giancarlo Stanton, batting .571. He's only played in 6 out of their 10 games so far because of an injury. But a .571 average, 3 home runs, 9 runs batted in. Justin Bour at first, .407 average, 2 home runs, 7 RBI. Marcell Ozuna, .135, 2 home runs for him and 3 runs batted in. Derek Dietrich, he is batting .316 with a run batted in. Hechavarria, shortstop, .324. So as you can see, they have a pretty good lineup here. He does have 1 dinger, and we're going to get going. And so I guess I should tell you, Wei-Yin Chen, he's 1 for 4. So here we go. I want to get my chat window up just in case anybody decides to throw anything out there. So Prado against Sanchez. 3-11 against a righty, and that's a ground ball to first. Victor Martinez, not very rangy here. He's going to have to make the throw over to Sanchez, who's covering. 1 down. JT Realmuto. Oh. 3-6. Got a little bit of a glare there off the dice. All right. 3-6 against a righty. Fly ball to center field. That'll be the second out. Brings up Christian Yelich. And a 6-7 against a lefty. And that's going to be our first split check. 1-7 a double, 8-20 a single. And if you can see that, that's an 18. So that will be a single for Yelich. They will have to hold him on. That brings up Giancarlo Stanton. Yelich, a threat to steal. Not a big threat, but with Anibal Sanchez, terrible at holding runners. He's going to try to get a lead here. That would make him a 1-15 chance to steal it with 2 outs. Needs a 6. Or no, he needs a 4 or a 5, and he gets a 6. So, no stolen base. And he's going to have to hold because they're holding him. So, and a 4 on the D25. 6 against a righty. 1-8, a normal home run. Does it have enough to get out of here off of Sanchez's card? 1-8? No, it does not. And that is a harmless fly ball to left field that is caught by Justin Upton, and the inning is over. No runs on a hit, and they leave Yelich stranded. All right, top of the second. So I see I have one viewer. Hello, viewer. I don't know if you've commented or not, but if you haven't, that's cool. Love to have you just hanging around watching. Hope this is something that entertains you. And we got JD Martinez leading off the second. And that's a 6-5 against a righty. And that's a ground ball to third base. Another ground ball for Martin Prado to handle. Victor Martinez against a righty, 410. And it's a ballpark single chance, 1-11. It's a 15. So that'll be a line out to the shortstop. And finally, Justin Upton. Well, maybe not finally, but we'll see. 2 outs, 6-9. Against a righty, ground ball to short. Hechavarria, 1E16. Well, 1 and a 2. Boy, he's lucky that nobody's on base, or they're lucky that he's such a good fielder, because the 1 and a 2 is a G2 with a pound sign. 11 on the E16 at shortstop. I think that's going to be just fine. Makes the play. Hechavarria. Solid in the field. We're going to go to the bottom of the second with no score. And the Marlins up to bat. Okay. Lefty Justin Bour will lead off with a 2-6. And, oh, he puts a blast into this one. This one is long, and it is long gone. Home run, Justin Bour. That is his, where are you, Justin? That is his 3rd home run on the season. And it's an early 1-0 lead as Sanchez gets touched up yet again. Let's see. That is the 6th home run he has issued on the season. So Sanchez does not spend a ton of time starting games. He does get 26 starts, but I think they lose favor in him for a while at one point. Marcell Ozuna, and that's a 2-4. It's a ballpark chance for a ballpark single here. Through the left side of the infield, 1-11, but it's going to be a line out to short for out number 1. Derek Dietrich against a lefty, 5-9. Another home run chance against a righty. He's got power, normal power, 1-12, and it is gone. 2 solo home runs for the Marlins here in this inning. 3 hits now given up in the 7th of Anibal Sanchez's season so far. He is giving them up like it's nobody's business. Dietrich gets his 1st home run and 2nd run batted in on the year. Hi, Beatles. Good morning. Adeiny Hechavarria with 1 out. Against a righty, 6-6, strikes him out. So that brings up the pitcher, Wei-Yin Chen. And a 1-2 is a ground ball to first that Victor Martinez has plenty of time here with Chen running to square it off and make the play. And so not a good inning there for Sanchez. Gives up 2 bombs, and it's already in the after 2-0. Marlins on top. So this is where the Detroit bats really need to start holding their own. So Bobby Wilson, top of the 3rd. Again, getting his first start for the Tigers as Saltalamacchia gets some rest. And that is going to be a single, most likely. 1-2 triple. But that will be the first hit for the Tigers. Brings up Anthony Goes against a lefty. Not very good. Well, you can always hope he gets one off of Chen's right, off of his left side. So we'll see. 4-10, so he does. But it's going to be a pop out to Justin Bour for the first out. So Anibal Sanchez coming up. He is a D bunter. They're going to have him swing away this time. Now let's have him do the E bunt. Tough choice. It's a 7. I think an E sacrifice with a 7 is that's a 1 and 2 probably. Yes, it is. So he's still going to be up there bunting. And it's an 8, so that's the strikeout. First strikeout for Chen. 2 outs. Ian Kinsler, I assume Bobby Wilson doesn't steal, and he doesn't. So here's Ian Kinsler. And against the lefty, 2-9. Chance at a triple, 1-9. Plugs one into the gap, and it's bouncing around the outfield, and it's going to be a double. So they were holding on Wilson. So he's a 9. He gets a 2. So it'll be +1 because he gets a +2 because there's 2 outs. But then subtract 1 because he's held. So that's a 1 to 10 chance. And it's center field. Center fielder is Ozuna with a -3 arm, 1 to 7. They're really just going to have to hold him here. And hope that Jose Iglesias can get a hit. Because they don't like their chances with that. So Jose Iglesias with 2 outs, runners at second and third. Of course, if he gets a hit, they could cash in with 2 runs here. So that would have been a 1 to 7 opportunity. That's 350, and Iglesias has a 350 on base percentage. So yeah, it probably doesn't quite work out, but 4-8 against a righty, 1 to 3 normal home run. Iglesias has normal power against a left-handed pitcher, as you can see here. So, wait, 4-8. I was looking at the wrong card. Where was I looking at? No, I was looking at the 4-8 against a righty. 1 to 3, a home run. This would be a 3-run shot and would give them the lead if he can get a 1 to 3. Otherwise, it's going to be a double. And it's a 16. That'll be a double. It's going to score 2. And it's tied now, so I guess that looks like smart managing, not sending the runner there into what seemed to be a surefire out at home. And you still have Iglesias there for Miguel Cabrera to maybe knock in. So 2-2, top of the third, and here is Cabrera. And against a righty, a 6'9", 11 on the D20. 6'9", ground ball to short. That's Hechavarria. They're holding Iglesias on, but since Hechavarria's going to be playing in the hole for Cabrera, he will not be affected. It's a 1E16, and the 12, he's going to make the play. I should probably start figuring out the defensive shift rules, because it's pretty. They'd be shifting. They'd probably be shifting Cabrera, I'm guessing, and definitely Martinez for sure. But anyway, I'm gonna get a drink, so take a short break. 20-minute mark. Okay. These dice don't roll nearly as much. I've got some new dice, and as I was telling you, they seem to be a little less shiny. And the corners are definitely sharper, so they kind of just plod right down there and don't go rolling off into the sunset. So anyway, we got Prado leading off, top of the order for the Marlins. Bottom of the third, new life for Sanchez, 2-2. And a 3-2 against a righty, and that's going to be a fly ball to right field. 0-2 for Prado so far. JD Martinez clutches it, and here is JT Realmuto. And that's going to be a double into left. It's going to be into the gap. Over to grab it is Upton, but Realmuto jets into second base. And with that +5, they're going to be holding him on. About a 1 to 12 chance to get to third. Realmuto is going to try to get a lead. 4 or 5. It's a 10. Can't get the lead, so he can't steal. But it was probably worth. It's definitely worth him trying to get a jump. Christian Yelich against a lefty, 6-2 fly ball to right field. That'll be JD Martinez. He is a 4E8 and 4 and a 15. You guys aren't gonna be able to see that, but the 10 is gonna be fine. It's the 4 and the 15. It's an F2. A runner from third would be able to score. Of course, this is so it's a fly ball out to right. Now, this is a situation where Realmuto, with being a 14, what did I do with my? Here you go. I gotta just double check my. I forget if you add 2 on that. Yes, so right fielder's arm and +2 for the throw to third base. So with that F2, let me see. Hold on, let me just double check. Maybe they can't do that with an F2. The runner on 30 scores. Runner on second may tag up and try to advance. Compute the save chances. Runner's speed plus outfielder's arm. Okay, so there's no +2 involved in that. So it's 14 plus the outfielder's arm. He's a 0. So 1 to 14. And let's see, does it... That's safe or out. With Stanton... and that being the second out, they're not going to try. With the F2 off the super advanced chart, you don't get that zone where he doesn't go. So Stanton with 2 outs. It's a 1 on the D20. So we have to check for wild pitch. 1 to 9. It's a 12. So we will re-roll for Stanton. 2-9. Now against a righty, he strikes out. So end of the inning. So that's a distinction. If it's a fly ball B, he can go. He can try, and he gets a cushion where he holds up if he doesn't get the jump that he wants going to third on that fly ball B. And with 2 outs, it's probably not a wise move anyway. But as you can see, sometimes you will get a wild pitch chance, and if it comes true, then having that runner at third can give you a free run. All right, JD Martinez, top of the 4th, 2-2 game. Good one so far. 5-2 against a righty, ground ball to second base. So that'll be a test of Dietrich, 4E10. And I believe he will make the play. Yes. And that brings up Victor Martinez. 1-6. That one rolled a little bit. Against a lefty, and he singles. 1 for 2 now for Victor. Justin Upton. He grounded out in his first at bat. And there's a 4-7 against a righty. And he is struck out. 2 down. Bobby Wilson. And a 6-4 against a right-hander. Fly ball to center field. Ozuna is a 3E6. And an 8 and then a 6. So for the outfielder, the 3 and the 8 is an F1. That's a deep fly ball, but he's gonna get to it, and then 6 in center field on the E6, and he makes the catch. And that's the final out, so still tied at 2. Bottom of 4. Marlins have 4 hits. Tigers have 4 hits. Both teams have 2 runs, and so this is a pretty even up matchup at the moment. Maybe the Marlins have the edge in home runs at this point with 2 of them. One of them here from Justin Bohr, and a 4-9 against a lefty, and he will knock it on the ground to Ian Kinsler. Kinsler throws to first in time for the out, for the slow-running Bohr. Marcell Ozuna, 0 for 1, and that is a 2-7. And against a righty pitcher, he nubs one, and it's just going to be a slow roller, and unable to get that and field that is second baseman. Gets by the pitcher, Sanchez, who does not field the position very well, and that's an infield single for Ozuna. Brings up Derek Dietrich. Ozuna, not the type that's going to steal much. They are holding him on, though. And it's a 2-9 against a righty. And Dietrich, he wraps it up against the wall. I missed the screen. It's a 16. It didn't get to the wall. It's a single. But that's going to allow... Actually, it does get to the wall, but it is played nicely out there by the outfield. And they will hold Dietrich to a single, but first to third for Ozuna. And that brings up Hechavarria. Here in the bottom of the 4th, they're definitely not. Bottom of the 4th? I think it's bottom of the 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I guess I'm right. Bottom of the 4th. They're not going to be playing in. They're looking for double play. It's 3-2, but a 2 on the D20 means that is nullified. Lucky for Hechavarria, that would have been a strikeout plus injury. So a 2 with a 3 is a potential balk. 1-4. It's a 10. No balk. We re-roll. Hechavarria avoids injury. 2-6. And there you go. That is the ground ball that they were looking for. That's going to be to Kinsler. Kinsler to Iglesias over to Victor Martinez. And that completes the double play. And the inning is over. So Marlins knock themselves out of an inning with a potential inning there with the old ground ball double play. Top of the 5th. It's still 2-2. Anthony goes. So Anthony goes. He has, let's see. So he's had 1 at bat so far. He is now at 23. This will be his 24th. In real life, he had 101 plate appearances, which works out to about 33 and change. He's also had 2 hits hit by pitch, no walks. But if you factor that in, that is 24. This will be his 26th. So he is about 7 plate appearances away from being done, which is working out pretty well for real, versus real life, and scaling it down to this simulation. This in real life would be the 33rd game, and he was out by 37. So we're working pretty close. So Anthony goes against Chen. And that's a 6-11 against a lefty. Ground ball back to the pitcher. 2-0, very good at fielding is, but in a 1, oh my goodness. That is going to be a hit, I believe. Goes is going to get one off the pitcher. Single. And an E0 means there's no error, but get the magic roll. And that brings up Anibal Sanchez. He struck out trying to lay down a bunt before. It's going to be the same thing. They're expecting it. He is a D bunter, but with them playing infield in, he's an E. But it's a 2. And he may catch a break off of that. E2 is speed. So he gets a chance to actually beat it out for a single. Yeah, he's 1-10. And I don't think it factors in anything about arm or range or anything. Yeah. 1-10 for Sanchez would be a single. 11-20 would be a sacrifice. And it's a single. So, goes, moves to second, goes, he doesn't really, he has some speed, but not going to get much opportunity to steal. And top of the order, Ian Kinsler doubled in his previous at-bat. 2-11 against a lefty. Ballpark home run. Ballpark home run for Ian Kinsler. 1-3. Not a very good chance at that. Now let's see. It would be a fly ball B to. He's a righty, so it's left field, so they can't advance. Goes wouldn't be able to advance to third, but let's see. 1-3 is a home run. 16, so no home run there. That'll be a fly ball to left for the first out. Iglesias. That's a 7 on the D20 there. 4-8 against a right-hander. Here is a better chance off of Chen's card. 1-3 is a home run for Iglesias, and he has normal power. We already saw this before. I think he had this exact roll. 4-20 would be a double, and that's what it will be. That's going to score goes, and they take the lead. I think Sanchez is going to be held at third base. So an RBI there for Iglesias. Second and third, 1 out. And they're going to go to the mound and settle down Chen. They got to get this. They got to keep this under control here in the fifth. So 3-2 Detroit now, with more potentially on the way here with Miguel Cabrera at the plate. And the pitch. 3-6 against a lefty. Well, and they walk him, so bases are now loaded for J.D. Martinez. This could be a real trouble spot. The Marlins are going to have to get their bullpen stretching here. They're going to get David Phelps warmed up. So J.D. Martinez, with the bases loaded, a chance to possibly really blow this game open. Off Chen and the pitch. And it's a 2-3. 2-3, and 1-9 would be a single. Otherwise, it's a line out and be the second out. 16, that's a line out to short. And that is a very fortunate roll there for the Marlins. Brings up Victor Martinez. Now Chen sees his way out of this inning, maybe. Still the bases loaded, though, and Martinez got a single his last time up. 3 on the D20. 6-5 against a righty. And that's a ground ball to third. And he is going to throw to first for that final out. And while the Detroit gets the lead, a real opportunity to take control of this game goes by the wayside. 3 left on base. Let's see. That's Iglesias's. See, so he had 3 RBI here on the. Right, 3 runs batted in. That takes him up to. Well, those are his first 3 on the season. So, okay. Bottom of the 5th. And Chen, they will stick with him for now. 6-10. Luckily for Chen, it wasn't the other way around. If it were 6-10 when he's pitching, that would be an injury. 6-10 against a righty. Potential ballpark single correction, 1-18. And Chen will single. Second hit on the year. Brings up Prado. And a 2-10 against a right-hander. That's going to be a ground ball to second. It's too tough of a play to take to second. They're not going to be able to get Chen. Instead, they're just going to have to take the play at first. Prado gone, 1 out. Tying run at second. Real Muto. 19 on the D20. And a 4-10 against a right-hander, ground ball at third base. Miguel Cabrera is a 5E21, so look out. 5 and a 20. That will be a... He would be able to turn a double play if the runner was at first base at second. And a 10 on, what did I say, E23? E21. Well, he makes the play. The runner cannot advance. And now Yelich at the plate, 2 down. And against a lefty, a 5-4. Fly ball to center field. That is goes. He's 3E5. And an 18 and 11. And E5 and 11 makes the play. Be out of the inning. So the leadoff single to Chen. Not a problem. So through 5, and that was Sanchez's weakness inning, so doing all right. They may have to bring him out now, but they're going to stick with Chen here. The Marlins. And here's Justin Upton. 2-9 against a lefty, 1-9 single. It's a 10. Ground ball to third base, 1 out. Bobby Wilson. 4-10 against a right-hander. Ballpark single, 1-11. It's a 17. You can't see it, but it is. Line out to short, 2 down. And Anthony goes. High baseball demos. And a 1-8 is a strikeout. So Chen, after having a tough inning there in the 5th, works through the 6th without issue. And Sanchez will get another chance. And I don't know how much longer. We have some stuff planned today. I was hoping to get through this game a little more quickly, but it's the way it always goes with me. Stanton against Sanchez, 3-7, strikes him out. Bohr, 1-10, and Bohr draws the first walk of the game. Marcell Ozuna, 4-6 against a righty, another walk. Actually, that was the second and third walks of the game. I forgot that Cabrera walked earlier. So first and second, 1 out. And so the Marlins... All right, hey guys, I'm going to have to... Guess what? I'm going to have to come back to this game later. It looks like a good game, 3-2 going into it. So 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. You know what? Let's finish this up. We'll finish up the inning here. So it's going to be Derek Dietrich, first and second, 1 out. but I'm going to have to close this down here once this inning is over. That 1 on the D20 means we check the 1 to 9 wild pitch rating for Sanchez, and no wild pitch, we re-roll. 6-12 for Sanchez, and he's injured. 6-12 against the lefty, fly ball to right field. That's going to be J.D. Martinez, 4E8. 4 and a 10. Let's see, the E8 and an 8. No error. 4 and 10 is a single. That's going to score a run. It's going to tie the ball game. And we have to roll on Sanchez's injury. 12. 9. So a 9-game injury, and he can come out at the end of the inning. So let's see, it was a 12. So that's a 9-game injury. All right, so we can complete this inning. Hechavarria, 1st and 3rd. Detroit is going to play the infield back. They want 2. Get out of this inning. 4-6 against a righty, and that's another walk. And I'm going to have to stop the game. We'll pick up where we left off later today, potentially, or tomorrow. We've got Chen at bat, and he's going to be pinch hit for, and it's going to take me some time to think through these things. So I just don't have I don't have enough time. If it had been a 40-minute game, I probably would have had it. But all right, see you guys later. Have a great day, and Strat on.